We are live.
We are live. Good morning and happy Sunday morning, everyone. I am Mikki Provencher and this is Julia, and we are so excited. We are both co founders of Conscious Life Collective, and we are so happy that you are joining us this Sunday morning for our Consciousness and Energy of the Week connection. We are joining you this morning, Julia and I. We are joining you this morning without Michael, who was not able to join us, but we are here to bring you some really exciting information and a great topic about reincarnation and your family and how do you end up with the family that you have and how to embrace the family you have. And I think it really speaks well and leads into our panel that we're going to be having in a couple of weeks. And so I'm really excited to have Julia share with us today all of this information. And we were talking a little ahead of time, so I have a little bit of an inside or information, but I'm really excited to hear what Julia has to share with us today.
Thank you, Mikki. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Julia Bernatsky. I'm the co-founder, as Mikki said, of Conscious Life Collective, and I'm the founder of Untamed Hearts. And indeed, today is beautiful day. By the way, I don't know wherever you are, because we have people watching us from all over the world, but in New York and in Connecticut and Massachusetts, it's snowing and it's white. So I welcome that day and enjoy the snow, everybody, and let's have a beautiful day. So today, um, we are in Aquarius, and the new moon of Aquarius is coming up on the 11th. So this is a time of, in general, this is the time of starting new. So a few days before the new moon and a few days after the new moon, we especially are affected by the energy of the new moon. And so, what I personally love to do is to write down. And when I'm writing down, I'm planting the seeds of the new things that I want to create in my life, of the new things that I am thinking about. And maybe it's in the concept at this point, but by writing it down, we kind of bring it into the physical reality. So, because the new moon is the time that supports us with creating new, this is a perfect time to take advantage and use this time to plant the seed so we can create, we can continue creating and creating new things in our lives and our communities. And one of the things that I always do, I journal. So the night of the new moon, I write in. This is the book that I only use for new moon. This is not something that I take notes on other things. I only use this new book, and it was a brand new book when I got it, and I use it for my new moon connections. And my new moon connection is actually writing it down. Like I light the candle, I burn sage to let go of any negative thoughts or any negative energies around us, and I write down things. And like I wrote it on the paper one day when I didn't have my journal with me, so I just put that back in the journal and I keep it here. And it also gives you like a point of reference. You can capture some ideas there and you can look back and see, oh, I did that. I was dreaming about it. I was planning it. And then it's done. So this is a beautiful book that everybody, I would recommend everybody to have. When you capture the seeds of the things that you are creating. And I know Mikki has something like that too, right? Yes. So just to remind you that we are in the time of Aquarius, and the time of Aquarius is um, it is very important. Like just in general, right now we're in the times of great changes. We're in the times of innovations, and so this new moon in Aquarius is especially the time that will support us with the innovation, with the changes that we're creating in our lives. But at the same time, it's important for us to stay connected to people, to feel more, to connect to our emotions a little bit more, and to feel the people, to look at things that are happening around us through the glasses of compassion and kindness. And the reason why I'm reminding us, I'm reminding it to myself and to everybody, is because Aquariuses are so amazing leading the masses. They are so great to take care of the big projects. But sometimes it becomes a bit of a challenge, one-on-one relationships, because they see big. And sometimes we need to like zoom in a little bit more and see a person next to us. So this new moon and like this period of time, it's really good to notice the details and notice the emotions and feelings of people around us. And the gift that we can give them is to stay optimistic, to give them with compassion and kindness, but at the same time to stay optimistic with everything that is happening around us. So this is a great time to ask yourself, what do you love to do? And that question is directly connected to our dreams. And our dreams is what the life force wants to manifest through you. And so again, the new moon of Aquarius, time of manifestation, time of creating, time of no limitations, not to limit yourself, but with all of the progress and all of the beautiful things happening around us, stay connected to people, watch them closely, and allow yourself to feel them. Allow yourself to be connected to the feelings and emotions. At the same, so that's new moon, and it's happening again on February 11th. And finish what you start is another thing. I'm just looking at my notes. So finish what you start. So right now is the time to finish what you have already started. Maybe you started it in 2020, maybe in 2019, 2018. So this is a time to take those things and see them through the end. We do have energy supporting us to do that. We have the support of the universe to help us to manifest those things. But this is a time not to say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Do it today. If the idea showed up in your head, act on it. This is not a time for procrastination. This is a time for action. Finish what you start is a really good mantra for this week. Also, for like in general, it's a great mantra. But please consider writing it on a piece of paper. If you're working on a project, writing it on a piece of paper. Finish what you start. So instead of starting something new, consider finishing what you're already working on. And also during the new moon, planting the seeds to finish what you start is a great opportunity as well. So I've been studying Kabbalah for 15 years, and for me, it's not something that I do religiously. It's just a choice in life. It's kind of like how I see life, and the studies and teachings of Kabbalah aligns with how I experience life. I experience life through energy, through connecting to what's happening in the universe, through studying deep secrets of Kabbalistic wisdom that gives you openings and views and perspective on so many things. So the reason why I'm saying it right now is because I'm going to reference reincarnation. So right now we are in a week that is all about reincarnation. And how does reincarnation affect us personally every day is that we are responsible for everything that is happening in our life. We are the ones who chose our family, like our soul chooses the family that we are coming into when we are born into this world. And I hope that people who are watching this broadcast can relate to this. But I do believe in reincarnation, and for me, it's as real as like these flowers next to me. I'm going to speak from that place. Um, so sometimes people are asking, like, how could I choose the parents or the family that I don't have connection with? Or some people might have like really difficult relationships with some members of their families, or there could be some really tough things happening inside of the family. So people are asking, what do you mean I chose my family? I wouldn't choose them, if I could. But the truth about it is that our soul comes to this world to do certain work, to expand and grow, and to correct certain things through correcting certain things that are to be corrected from the past lifetimes. So when we come into this world and we have an agreement, our soul has an agreement, and our parents and our children are the ones who are showing up for us in this physical reality to help us to go through the process that our soul needs to go through to correct the things that we needed to correct. So it sounds like I'm saying it in such a simple way. Like, for me, this is the reality. This is how I see and experience life. So I think it's very good to look at the relationships between us and our parents, because those are the first people who we know in this physical reality, right? And our soul chose our parents. Even if we don't have great relationships, or we do have amazing relationships with them, this is the agreement that we made in the upper worlds before we come into this reality, that these are the people who will guide us and be with us from the beginning of our lives. And so when we have a difficult relationship with our parents or our family or family members, this is a great place to see how we can, first of all, change it. So it doesn't mean that you can change things. It doesn't mean that like we have this family and we cannot change anything if something is negative is happening. But creating that change, transforming the relationships, is a great opportunity to transform, to grow, to correct things on the soul level. So relationships with our family very often are prototypes of our relationships with people in our lives, like our intimate part, like our partners, husbands, wives, our friends. Very often, if you really look closer at your relationships with your family, you will find that we are repeating a lot of things in the relationships with people around us. So I know that inside of my family, I've been learning a lot through seeing it as I chose my family. I chose my parents. I love them so very much. But when I was growing up, I wasn't the easiest teenager. It was very difficult. And later on, when I started to study Kabbalah, I've been asking myself a lot of questions. I've been asking myself, how can I learn from the difficult things that I went through or my parents went through? How can I be more loving? How can I be more compassionate to other people who might be having difficulties? So it's a very deep topic, and I am not a Kabbalah teacher. But one thing I can tell you, that by taking responsibility for every single thing that is happening with us, including acknowledging and owning fully the fact that every single thing that is happening with me today, I chose, is a very powerful place to be. And especially during this time, especially during this week, that this week is all about reincarnation, and it's all about the journey of your soul. So if we can take responsibility that I chose every single thing that is happening with me, and in fact, my soul chose to go through this, I can go through it with joy. I can go through it with compassion to myself and other people. And I can learn from every single thing that is happening, and saying it that I am responsible gives the control back into my hands. So I'm never a victim of the situation that is happening around me, but I am the one who created it to begin with. I agreed to it. And this situation will allow me to grow. If I choose this path, anything that is happening around you will help you to grow. And so right now, again, right now is the time to connect to the big picture, and at the same time to stay compassionate to people around you. And when I say people around you, I mean yourself as well. So it doesn't mean that it's easy to do, but that's the transformation. That's the overcoming the challenge. A lot of people are sharing with me this week that it's been a little bit intense. I've experienced that as well. So the past week has been intense. Like a lot of things took a little bit more effort to do, to manifest, to just work on. And so, and this is what this is the opportunity to finish what you start, because this week you will have the energy and you will have the support from the universe to take whatever you needed to put on hold, and whatever it was kind of holding you back, and to break through. But please do whatever you do with compassion and with love for yourself, and then extend it to people around you. I'm going to bring my partner, Mikki, on the screen. Back on the screen. There you go. Hi, Mikki. Yes, you're muted.
I couldn't find it. I was looking at my notes.
Yes, yes,
Right.
I know.
We were talking about how always my reflections from the week come into play. And we were talking about how sometimes you weren't, you found yourself not always the easiest teen to be with when you were growing up, and that we've always tried to exude and to exemplify the love, right, as we're in this month of love. And one of the messages that I was listening to yesterday was really that love can really cover up all mistakes of all transgressions of all others, and that we can show others mercy by covering their mistakes. And just, if there was more of that out in the world, I feel like there would be a lot less of the conflict that we feel on an everyday basis, and so much less stress. But even just in our own homes, in our own workplace, in our own, especially right now where people are sort of in the same space, like for work, for school, for all of the different things that they're doing, or like up in the Northeast where we are maybe sometimes a couple of days at a time stuck for until we can shovel. Just sort of extending that little bit more.
Yes. Yes, and the key is not to have expectation from anyone or anything. Like to release people from your expectations and take full responsibility for everything that is happening. It's easy to say, it sounds good, it's not always easy. But just remember this week, and in general, like no expectations. It will be much easier and much more joyful time and experience when we can create our lives, live our lives, go through the journey of our lives without having people like report back to us with expectations.
Beautiful.
The biggest gift of this month is happiness, connecting to the energy of happiness. But it has to be a choice, because it's not the easiest time to connect to energy. So it is an opportunity to choose happiness, to choose joy. And to, again, I'm going to repeat that because I think it's that important to go through this week and go through our life in general, especially this week, with compassion and kindness, and to increase sensitivity to everything that is happening around us, and to everyone who comes across in our life, across our way, to be sensitive and to feel other people. And when I say that, what I really am saying is to increase your intuition. It's right here. To increase your intuition, to connect to that part inside of you that is your truth, and then also strengthen the connection with the universe, with the creator, with your angel, whoever you connect with, whoever you call them. And you can work on your intuition. And having a stronger intuition is really great in personal life. It's really great in the relationships with people, but also it's an amazing tool in business as well. So think about that as growing on the personal level and growing on the business level. When we increase our intuition, we make less mistakes. Even though there is no mistakes, because whatever has to happen, whatever path, we could take different path, but we're gonna come to a certain place where we need to be, and we're gonna go through certain challenges or certain opportunities that we need to go through. But having a great intuition helps us so much in life. So this is a time to request the universe and to do whatever you can to be more connected to your intuition as well.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
What do you have, Mikki? What do you have for us this week?
I think as we were talking the other day, and as we're looking forward to our panel about love and relationships, and looking at our new moon, and recognizing that every day is an opportunity to start new, right? And that, as I have a good friend that says, yesterday ended at midnight. So every morning when you open your eyes is an opportunity to start new, and all of the things that happened yesterday were opportunities for growth and learning, and that you can't keep repeating those things in your mind. They're the opportunity to close, learn, and move forward. I actually had someone, again with my notes, me. I was listening to someone this week, and they were talking about that using a method of declaring what you want is like the bones and the muscles of the body, and then going forward with integrity is like the tendons and ligaments of the body, and then moving forward with passion is the energy that actually propels all of those pieces of the body.
Love that.
Right? And that love kind of is the skin that holds everything together.
And we are in the month of love. So love, compassion, kindness, I love how you said it, is a skin that holds everything together. Amen to that. Yes. So I'm thinking, because Michael usually does the meditation. I mean, we can do meditation, or we can do the message from the universe.
I'd like the message from the universe. We had a nice change.
Just to do something a little bit differently. Okay. So
because everything that's unique for you.
Yes. So setting up the consciousness and the energy for the upcoming week, today we're going to pull the message from the universe. Messages from the Universe is a project that is created by Untamed Hearts. There are 50 messages altogether. And together, right now, we are going to ask the universe, what do we need to hear? And to do that, I'm going to ask you guys to just for a moment, close your eyes. Sit comfortably. Make sure that nothing is crossing. Your hands are not crossed. Your legs are not crossed. Take a deep breath and exhale. Exhale all the worries, all the negative thoughts, all the noise, anything that could possibly be in the way of us being right here, right now, fully present. Let's go inside of ourselves to that place where we go to when we talk to God, when we talk to the universe, when we talk to our guides, our higher self, our angels, whoever you connect with. But every single one of us has that place of inside of us when no one allowed, because it's a sacred place. And from that place, let's ask the universe, what do we need to hear today? I'm pulling the message. Okay. Got the message. Untame your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Beautiful. So when I get this message, it just reminds me to go through life without taking it too seriously, to go through life with kindness and compassion to myself and to other people, to go through life being connected to my truth, and to allow myself to be fully me and allow my heart to be free and light. So, untame your heart is a way, is a place for me when I am connected to my truth, that I'm not following what the society thinks is the right thing for me to do or to be. But it's a place where I truly connect to what is mine to do in this world. And I can only do it when my heart is untamed. And it's ironic, I haven't gotten this card for a very long time. But yesterday I was talking about it. We were out with our dog, and there was a huge pile of snow. And I don't know why I had such an urge to just lay on the snow and make a snow angel. And for me, it's how my heart is being expressed. This is how my heart was expressed at that moment, and it was completely untamed. I just wanted to make a snow angel, and it was so beautiful. And when I did that, I saw the sky, and it just made me very happy. Those very simple things.
Mm-hmm.
So things could be super simple, it doesn't have to be any complicated, but keep your heart untamed. That's all I got. Do you want to add anything, Vic?
No, I think it would do no service to add anything to that.
All right. So guys, let's have a beautiful week. Thank you everyone who joined us today.
Mm-hmm.
So the consciousness, and somebody's sending us message. I can't see who that is. Huh?
Kendra.
Kendra. Kendra says, things are very simple things. Yes, Kendra, things are very simple. We know that. And we especially get confirmation for it, how simple life could be and how happy life could be when we watch our kids play, when we watch our dog play. Oh, Mikki, do you want to share that picture?
Oh, yes.
So there's one thing that we wanted to share with you guys just to make you smile just before we set you free for the week. And we wanted to make you smile by sharing this picture with you. And Mikki, would you like to explain? I hope you can see it well. Would you like to explain what that is? And
So we have a 2-pound puppy in the house, and my 2-pound puppy was visiting a friend of mine who has a German Shepherd, and she crawled up on top of the German Shepherd and fell asleep. It's just so amazing. And the German Shepherd just laid there and let her sleep on top.
Can you guys see there's a little puppy? Mikki, if you can circle. Puppy. Yeah, and she's the same color as German Shepherd.
Yeah.
And she's laying on top. Yes, right there. It's super, super cute. When I saw that picture, my heart smiled. So,
Yeah.
it's another thing that is really great to do this week. Connect to things that make your heart smile. Yes, I think it's Kendra saying it's her pack family. Yes, even
Yeah.
though she's a Yorkie, she's not German Shepherd. She looks like German Shepherd, but she's a little Yorkie baby. But she totally looks like German Shepherd pack family.
So true.
Yes. So guys,
Thank you, Kendra.
whatever you do, allow your heart to smile. Whatever makes your heart smile, it's a beautiful thing. So with that said, have a beautiful week. We're going to be on live next Sunday at 12. Join us for Energy and Consciousness of the Week connection. If you are watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel so you get the alerts, and you can follow what is happening more easily. And we wish you a beautiful week full of love, full of compassion, full of kindness, and let your heart smile. Huge hug. Bye bye.